Hello there and welcome to our UBL Week 2 battle of always. I am your Pokemon trainer, the Flying Bird, and today we are on Operation Getting J. Ricky Back. Now, J. Ricky is on the beat, but we don't know how to rap. That's J. Ricky's job. All we do is we play the games, and we have to pray to Papa Rogue that, Papa Rogue can bring back J. Ricky. I've heard that last J. Ricky was he was at an airport. I think he was on a world tour with, his cover, the backup dancers, Papa Rogue, Freezelander, they're going on a tour, Freezes all the graphics, J. Ricky, he's on the beat every day. Papa Rogue's like the responsible dude, J. Ricky wants to go out, going on an airport, and, J. Ricky's about to miss his flight because he got caught. He was a big fan trying to sell him a car. J. Ricky, never change, J. Ricky. Oh, sweet! Garbodor. Okay, let's analyze this team first and foremost. What did we predict and how do we limit shit? I did say earlier on though that my go-to lead was always going to be the Tapu Koko. Nihaluga looks really nice, just Scott Power Gem. Crook as well was actually a really nice lead. But I personally think that he's just going to try to spike stack. And that's fine because if he wants to spike stack, I can spike stack him back. I have Rocks on Crook. EQ drops the Mega D, bro. Ferrothorn is another one. And like he can say, like I can theoretically, as I said earlier in like my building process, if you haven't seen it already, which is a whole like hour long. In my building process, I came to one conclusion very, very early on, which is I actually imagine if I was sub bulk up now with Rufflet. Oh, if I was my original Rufflet set, it would have swept. Because like I'm looking at his team, his defensive back. So he's got his FTS core, right? He has Alola Marowak, which is pure job is to switch into Coco. And then he also has the the Garbodor for some hazard sack. So whatever he leads with here is going to reveal to me very early on what he wants to be his rocker this week. I think he has like 3. And that's fine by me, because even if he wants to lead the Alola Marowak, I don't have a switch in. Jetman 99 is the Garchomp. Sweet. That's so good for us, because we are actually the Rocky Helmet this week. And I don't think there's not a reason not for us just to click Dazzling Gleam. If he wants to be Scarf Chomp, he's Scarf Chomp. If he's not Scarf Chomp, he's not Scarf Chomp. So we're going to have a Dazzling Gleam this turn on. There's no reason for us not to. We are that Shocker Berry. I think Banded will KO us, but if he's Banded Chomp, props to him. What do you want me to say? Like, oh, he brought Banded Chomp. I'm not happy with it. I personally think that he should just go Alola Marowak turn 1, because he doesn't know if this is specs or not. However, if he does, he gives up a lot of momentum. As I mentioned earlier, I do have my Crocodile, and because nothing on his team is Mega Evolved, I can get up my rocks pretty freely against his team. And on top of that as well, Dazzling Gleam will break Garbodor's Sash if he wants to go into Garbodor here, which is also could not be Sash because you don't lead with it. But a lot of the I need some lights on in here so you can see my beautiful, beautiful face. I'm an extra in a movie, boys. Hey, don't look this ugly. But yeah, the Shocker Berry here is a really nice lead. If he wants, Alola Marowak we saw on the calcs earlier when we were doing all the prep, takes like 25% still, and unless he's lefties, he's not going to recover from that. Also as well, Tapu Koko is the only one that I really need to be his electric terrain. Okay, he's Scarf Chomp. Shocker Berry time. That means a free switch into Rufflet. Sweet. We lived that, which is more so important. Because now we get this Dazzling Gleam damage off. And we are Modest Coco, which is good. Just trying to think what I want to go out into. I think I'm actually going to go out into a Raptos here. I don't want to really give him a free switch into the, this will bait in a Alola Marowak. However, I will be able to just knock off next turn pretty freely. Yeah, I did predict that Chomp wanted to stay in. We can knock off pretty freely next turn. He is Scarf Chomp, as predicted. Ooh, that's some damage. That's probably Adamant Scarfed. I just want to... I think his best play is to go into a Alola Marowak. And I think a mid-ground play is clicking spikes this turn. Because that 12% will help out with Lax and Garb later on. It won't actually necessarily help with anything else really. But yeah, I just want to spike this turn. Scarf Chomp will be really nice later on in the game, however, once the spike goes up, it's at like 1%. Now, if he does, like, we can get some really nice early momentum on through chipping stuff. He hasn't, like, he's not scared of the Rufflet, which is, I personally find very weird. Also as well, if he does kill something and go into a Boswell and revenge it, he can be in a lot of trouble because... Actually, yeah, no, that's what I'm going to do here. I think I just got to put a layer of spikes. Sack this. Okay, sweet. I should have knocked off. I'm predicting the Frank. I'm assuming that this is going to be the All Marowak. No, this is Garbota. Oh boy, we're playing Hazard War? Because I like a good Hazard War. Now, this thing doesn't get Liquid Ooze, so I'm pretty free just to Leech Seed this turn. Because I also do have the spike advantage, and that's something also to take note of. I will be able to get up. I can Leech Seed this turn pretty safely, and then get up all 3 layers on my spikes. He goes for his own spike, which was always going to be his player choice. However, this doesn't affect Rufflet or the Boswell, which I think is going to be more so important for me. Because now I get this thing up healthy again. But I think at the same time, do I just want to go hard Crook here to limit his spikes? Neither of us have removal in this game. So I'm in a conundrum here. I think Aftermath's only contact. I need to double check Aftermath. Pokemon. That's only contacts. We're gonna go into Buzzle then. He withdrew Frank. What do you go out into? Darth Maul. Who's this? Oh, this is the Alola Marowak. I should have went Crook. I nearly went Crook that turn. Not my electricity. Just 55%, yeah. We're saving this for later on in the game. We're going into Damon here. This is always the play, just to pursue this thing, but I think I want to actually get off rocks earlier in the game than I wanted, purely for that Celesteela. That's what I'm looking at here. Buzzwell's a nice sort of pseudo-win con. Also as well, Rufflet is looking more and more of a threat every turn because I haven't proc my Z move yet. And Z-Flanium will drop something inevitably on his team. The only quote-unquote bad play to this is if he goes for an SD and then I click Pursuit and he goes for, you know, like, I think next turn I have to knock off, knock off for EQ. I think I will actually knock off next turn because if he wants to go into that Celesteela, I knock off its item. And the weaker that my Tapu Koko is, the weaker in general I'm going to be to Celesteela later in the game. He hasn't revealed his Celesteela yet, so that's very important to note. Because by him not revealing what his Celesteela is, also I haven't revealed what my Buzzwell is here. Like, if I'm offensive Buzzwell, like Choice Band, I Oko him. So we're hoping by going into Crook here, he may actually just choose to get up his own rocks this turn, because we have seen Scarf Chomp, and I think the other rocker on his team is a Mega Diancie, which doesn't really want to run rocks, if at all. However, if he does allow Buzzwell ever to get a kill, you know, we're just exchanging Hazard Sack in this early part of the game. Okay, let's see what he goes for. I'm assuming it's going to be Flare Blitz, but the Intimidate's going to help us a little bit. Oh, he went for his own rocks. Interesting. So we're exchanging hazards here. This is a hazard stack war, baby. Haven't had one of these since NAM. Now we definitely know that whatever he wants to go into, he's going to have to start taking more rocks damage. So our Koko is going to be weaker for the late game. Also as well, the Celesteela is pretty free to come in this turn. I'm going to Rock Seer because even if I knock off, it's not going to be as important as the next turn. Next turn knockoff will be a lot more vital to his team, and then I'll eventually have to sack Coco and then go into Scarf Nihilugu and click Thunderbolt, or Power Gem depending on how well I can get the Cell Stealer. That's important to know just in general. That Marowak play is interesting to me just in case I went bulk up with Buzzball. I'm definitely regretting a few of my some of the sets I talked myself out of. However, now know that Rufflet will have to start taking some damage if it wants to come in, and Rufflet is a very strong boy. Rufflet will hopefully get a KO this game. Now, this is where I think by having Crook, it's just a mind game for him. He's in a minefield here. I'm hoping that this is for death. So it's got the club, but he's gonna. So we exchange rocks here. What's Elton? Elton John? Is that Celesteela? Ooh. Are we gonna see Leech Seed shenanigans? Oh, I like Leech Seed shenanigans. Subtoxic. Ooh. Because if he's Leech Seed and doesn't have Flamethrower, he gets bopped. So we're just gonna knock off here. Maybe pursuing a Alola Marowak was my better play, but he has to take 2 turns to kill off my Crocodile, which is always important to note. Last game against one of his best mates in the community, I showed I wanted to be Rock Tomb on Crook. So I'm hoping he knows that there's always a potential. But knockoff is my smarter play here. We both have one layer of spikes, 1 layer of rocks up. It's really going to come down to who gets agitated more by these hazards. And to be completely honest, I haven't revealed what my Scarfer is yet, so that's also another thing. I haven't revealed what my Zmon is yet. He's revealed that he's got Scarf Chomp in the bank, which is now going to be dead to rocks and hazards. So that does mean that one of his 2 electric immunities this game is severely weakened. I should have probably pursued the Marowak, just getting a lot of damage off. However, because it has that big club and it doesn't have any clerics on the team, he is allowing his Marowak to be at a lot lower range of HP, which is ultimately going to help Coco. And that's what we're really trying to do here, trying to help Coco late game. Because Coco is a mon that theoretically last turn of the game can come in and start doing some massive damage. Once that Marowak gets cleaned up. And Crook's already done one of its job, which is get up rocks. So we go for knockoff here. He took it a while to make his move. Weakness policy, this is Autotomize, sweet. This is probably going to be Giga Drain then. Giga Drain special. This is going to be fun. So we are just going to knock off again. I think he has to be special in this game, personally. So that does mean that by not getting off 2 knockoffs on this thing, it is going to be harder for Nihilugu to revenge it. Autotomize again. Ooh, big boy. Whew. Haven't seen one of these boys since Nam. Oh shit, this is the draft I don't have. This is where having Rufflet would be... Okay, let's go into this thing this turn. We're going to have to scout a little bit here. I think he's surely special. And I think I get 6-0'd by Selly this week. Heavy Slam. Ooh! That's good. That's good damage. That's good damage for us. He's surely Flamethrower. So we're going to go back into Crook this turn. No reason for us not to go back into Crook. He doesn't have Giga Drain, which is the scarier of the 2. So at least for this matchup. So like that Heavy Slam was a good play by him. However, I do think he might have procced his Selly a little bit too early. Because now we get that little bit of damage off. The next move should hit it. Yeah, Flamethrower was always going to be his play of choice there. 165. Oh, the burn! Classic, classic, classic. What more do I want playing Mons? What more do I want? Is that for my Crook to get burnt? What more do you want in Pokemon, boys and girls? Flamethrower again. 115. And because he's negated... Yeah, that's gonna live another. This is what happens. That burn. Why do I wish my opponents fun? Oh, that burn sucks. Ooh, that burn sucks. How annoying. I think he's on like 1 HP as well, and I have no... Yeah, he's on like... Oh my god, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. It's a flamethrower burn. Please don't be specially boosting. Oh, he's special defense. Let's do some calcs here. At -1, Celestealers, Heavy Slam, still Okos, nearly go after. This is so dumb. Like... I think I have to go Rufflet here. Go Papa Rogue. Z Brave Bird. That's so dumb. And it would happen to me too. It would, wouldn't it? Like, you make a nice double into the crook, and you get flamethrower burned. I mean, I guess he was sort of fishing for it, but Papa Rogue. If you get a kill, Papa Rogue, I expect you to go straight back to that Portuguese salesman. Heavy Slam, we live this. Rufflet. Got a kill. This thing is meant to be too weak. You killed a Celestealer. Papa Rogue, back to that Carl salesman. This is upsetting though, because now Lax comes in free. Really anything. Like, this gives Mega Diancies a free in. But we still have Nihilego later on in the game. Yep. Good job, Papa Rufflet, you got a kill. Yeah, that's so I'm trying to think. I think the Rocks and Spikes damage puts our Buzzball in range of a Moonblast, which is actually really, really annoying. I think as well, with our Coco spread, because I think our Coco... Actually, no, how much is Coco? How much is 46 of 147? 30... Okay, so Coco actually has one more switch in. So I actually don't mind this exchange. Rufflet for Selly. So after Selly took Crocodile's soul because it had to happen that way. Alright, we're just waiting for my opponent, such as Kimberly. That's surely... that's surely the Diancie. Papa Rogue, you've been a hero. Your actions, in the case of J. Ricky, will never be forgotten. You were Papa Rogue. Alright, what's his point? Okay, so his still's gone. So that means Sludge Wave comes a little bit freer with Nihilego. To be completely honest. And also Dazzling Gleam will then put it in range of, I think... These are the lives of their stories. Imagine if this is Rock Polish. I get fucking swept by an Ansi now. Come on, Rufflet. My good little bird. You went for Carmine. Rufflet. Do it to a man. Do it to a man, Rufflet. Hit him with the Brave Bird, son. How'd you never hit Superpower that turn? Papa Rogue. How much does this do to Diane's? Go, Papa Rogue. Go. Oh! Is this man taking souls? Papa Rogue. Papa Rogue. Papa Rogue's taking souls. Rogue! This man's taking souls today! Papa Rogue! Yeah, so he's going to Nihiligu here. I want to save Coco for the late game. It's got another switch in at least. Mega Diancie. Nihiligu. Aaron, you have some editing to do. Sludge Wave to +1. Just 39%. What's Hasty? I think we have to assume that he has a little bit. I think I'm just gonna Sludge Wave this turn. With this Sludge Wave though, this will be enough, hopefully enough damage where we'll kill this, and then Buzzwell's looking really nice in the late game because it does have that bulk up and drain punch for lax. I think with Nihiligu then we like it's gonna be hard because if he's belly drum, that's gonna be a bit of a nuisance. However, we do still have one switch in with that Coco. If he does choose to preserve the Kimberly, it will be upsetting. So Sludge Wave, it surely will kill, hopefully. Sweet, we do get that kill. We do get a special attack boost. Marowak Alola. +1 Sludge Wave, just 42%. However, I do now think that Coco's the fastest thing on this field left. He has taken one spike already, hasn't taken any damage yet, but we do know that our Wincorn. So what does he have left? He has Garbodor, which doesn't want to take an Earthquake. He has Garbodor. What does he have? He has Garbodor. So he's got Garbodor left. Yeah, he has. Imagine if I superpowered it, Pedonison. So Alola Marowak, I think, like. Okay, so this is interesting. Because Garbodor takes how much from Scarf Sludge Wave? This is +1, yeah? A level 50. It takes like 27%. I sort of do want it for its rock coverage late game. Let's think about this. Is it time for Buzzwell? How much will Buzzwell take from a Gunk Shot? Buzzwell takes 19%. Okay, let's go to Buzzwell this turn. So that way I can just Earthquake with Garbodor, and I'll do a chunk to it. Yeah, Earthquake does 63%. He went for a spike there, so I'm glad I made this play, because once I go for this EQ, he is Black Sludge. EQ does 63%. The other option is to Drain Punch this turn, get 17 to 20% back, 7% recovered, and then go for Earthquake next turn because it'll be guaranteed KO. That's also another option. I think it does give me a little bit more health back. He could also be HP Flying, but then again, we are... Actually, hang on, let me get the actual Buzzwell spread up here. We have 12 attack actually. Let me see if that makes any difference to my calcs. 60. Let's go for Earthquake here. I think a high roll will take out this Garbodor. This is my lax answer, so we have to be sort of careful with it. Ooh, we go so close. He goes for Toxic. That's fine by me because I will get my defense boost this turn. I did need the quote-unquote high roll there, but trying to think what he has left. He has a Lola Marowak, and he has Lax, Snorlax. I'll use Standard Curse Lax. Drain Punch is 51% to Standard Lax, which I think you probably will try to go into. I don't think there's a reason for me not to click EQ this turn. We will grab a defense raise. I think the better play actually was probably to bulk up last turn, because I did forget that we actually defense boost and not attack boost. But that's sort of pseudo irrelevant at this point. Provided that Garchomp dies to its next switch in, which I'm hoping it does. That would definitely be an interesting sort of exchange here. The Drain Punch would be nice. He does have, so like what he's probably going to try to do here is make a couple of sacks, and try to make sure that my Lax, that my Buzzwole, or he might think that my Buzzwole's locked into Earthquake this turn. I probably definitely should have Drain Punched last turn for that extra bit of damage. Alternatively, I could have bulked up. Either of those probably would have been better plays than going for the straight EQ. However, from the damage calc that I have in front of me, a high roll would have taken it out. And I think that by taking out Garbodor, if we didn't get Toxic that turn, it would have been a better play. In terms of if we either dodged it or... So we withdrew. What's he going into? Big Mama. This is the Lax. This is the matchup I wanted. I'm hoping that he thinks I'm Scarf, but we'll live to see another day. Okay, we don't know what item it is. However, by him bringing Lax in, he does put himself at a lower range of HP, which is what I want to see. We do have the Drain Punch. On top of that, we also do have Leech Seed on our Ferrothorn. So he does withdraw here, so he is trying to be cheeky. He goes back into Frank. Frank dies to that. That's what Frank dies to today. Drain Punch, we fail. We're taking more toxic damage. The Big Mama thing is going to be annoying. However, the next time it comes in, which I probably won't see on my Buzzwole, but we probably will preserve Buzzwole. Hang on, no. I don't think we can. 58. No, sorry, 58 is 27%. No, we actually can't. We do die, so we did need to Drain Punch the Garbodor that last turn. However, depending upon what he wants to go into here, will be a tell or tale. I do think that we may lose to Lax now. If it's Assault Vest for attacks, we don't really have an answer to it because our Garbodor did, our Buzzwole did get Toxic. However, I said earlier on that was sort of my quote-unquote best play. Snorlax, how much do you take from Nihilego? Choice Scarf. At level 50, that is. Sludge Wave is its best move, and it does 22%. So it does look like it will be a hard time for Buzzwole to sweep. But Buzzwole does get picks up another KO, and this can be very important. However, Big Mama comes back in. Does he get his berry? Yes, he does. So we do now know that this is berry. So because of this, I have to assume that his last move is Fire Punch. I still think that my best play is to Drain Punch here. Power Gem will not do enough to Lax. This game is like an L. I think I have to Drain Punch here and pray that for whatever unknown reason he stays in. Now he withdraws. Of course he's going to withdraw. Like, there's no reason for him not to. Darth Maul, that's the... Okay, sweet. This actually gives me the matchup I sort of wanted. And that's why I didn't want to KO the Marowak. Oh, he lives on 6. Oh, shit. I'm actually just going to Drain Punch again. Because that does mean that Nihilegu's +1 Power Gem will do 32% to Lax, even though Earthquake will kill us. Yeah, we do Drain Punch there. Does go for a Fire Punch. I did say why I had to make that play. Other people can understand that. Big boy Pedonison goes down. This is why I hate Mon sometimes. Power Gem to Lax does 32%. I didn't note how much it was down on last time, but I know that it came back in. Got its Gluttony. So this actually should 2-hit KO the Snorlax. But the main target was accomplished this game, which was getting Operation J Ricky a kill. And if his Lax does not have Fire Punch, we do win that exchange. Also, not getting up another layer of spikes with our Ferrothorn could definitely come back to quote-unquote bite us. We do have Coco still, which can be a sack, but I don't have Foul Play on my Nihilego. I nearly did. Actually, no, I did. God tier prep with Bird. Bird, how come you don't know how to play Mons anymore? I'm sorry, I forgot. Definitely have forgotten how to play Mons recently. If it's not +1, it will do about 20% to the big boy Lax, but I do have another switch in, and then I will gladly Leech Seed it. If he wants to recycle, I will knock it off. So that is sort of my quote-unquote, okay, he withdrew. Big Mama comes back in. I nearly doubled into Coco that turn. I just wanted to see how much this Power Gem was going to do, because this will do 8, okay. So he's going to recycle this turn. I have to go out into this thing. I have to go for Leech Seed. I have to do a lot of things. But if he's Belly Drum, that's game. Because I can't stop Belly Drum, unfortunately. He surely goes for the recycle here. I should have Sludge Wave last turn, but even then that wasn't going to be enough. I now wish I made my Ferrothorn faster. Yeah, recycle was always going to be his play there. We have to pray that he isn't what's it called? That he isn't Fire Punch, because then that way we can hopefully still land a few turns. But if he is Belly Drum, that is essentially going to be a wrap as well. So we do go for Leech Seed this turn. We have to. I do think we lose this game. I don't see a way that we win it, unfortunately. Sorry to the fans at home, especially Papa Rogue. This operation wasn't successful, Papa Rogue, but I can guarantee you that our next adventure will maybe. Ferrothorn 50. Power Whip still does a chunk. It's 29%. So if he does try to Belly Drum, oh yeah, so like my Ferrothorn's very, very slow. Goes for Curse. Actually, this could help us. This could actually help us. In a weird way. Because Power Whip... Yeah, it still comes down to what his last move is. If it is Fire Punch, we're screwed. I think we have to spam Knockoff now. We can't let him recycle up a berry. At all. We can't let him recycle that berry. And if he's gonna... Oh, we're actually faster. Must be... Oh, we're faster now because of the... Because of what happened. I forgot about that. Will I let my opponent set up to +6 on me? Probably. There are very little things Bird won't let his opponent do. I think I have to Power Whip this turn and pray for crit. That does nothing. Recycle. Will timer be a win condition for the Bird? How much does +6 do to me? +6 Frustration is a 2-hit KO to standard Ferro. But with Leech Seed we actually might live it. So I think my play is I still have to just go for that Power Whip crit. Because if I crit, it can be a win for Bird. How much does a crit do to Lax? Crit Power Whip does 44%. So wait, can we have that? Like 2 of them, please? Yeah, this Curselax is going to be an issue. This is why I wanted my big boy Buzzwole. But, you know, if I Earthquaked, I didn't think I had an extra turn in me, so I... Come on, crit! Oh, what? He went for Curse. Yeah, he's free to Curse every time. Like, I can't stop this. I don't know what people want me to do. Bro, going to Coco! Coco's dead. Coco dies. We're praying for a crit. Come on. Come on, Raptors. Show the crowd why they love you. But it was very smart by him earlier on to switch in his... Oh! Crit! Yes! Yes! Let's go! Mom, get the camera! Get the camera, Mom! Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn. You make me ooze down below, Ferrothorn. Darth Maul comes in. Oh. Nah, he deserves a proper send-off for Aptos. He deserves it. Deserves a proper send-off for a hero. We salute you, Raptors. Papa Rogue is in the general, he's like, spits down his cigarette and goes, Raptors, good work, sir. One day you might be able to be like me. You may be a colonel of this army. And he's like, oh, you know, just came on, there's a big boy tank running around, looked like a bit like a Badonison build. They're always going to be harder to take on. Padonison's there and the wings like, I could have done this earlier. I could have done it earlier. Oh, communication with the server interrupted. Oh. Papa Rogue. We win this 2-0. We've agreed. Rufflet, my son. Not my son, your Rogue's son technically. But we win this, so peace.